So apparently, Halo Studios, you guys know what they're working on, right? They're working on a bunch of remakes, right? They're working on remaking the first game, and apparently, there's rumors that they're working on remaking the other Halo games. But apparently, they were working on a secret project. They were working on a Halo project that was apparently a battle royale. Okay, which already it's like, yeah, like who the fuck wants a battle royale, right? Like you're about 10 years late to the fucking game, chasing the trend and all that stuff. Lady Nixteria says, I've not seen a bad reaction to this. I'm sad you don't like what you see. Don't be sad. I didn't say I don't like what I see. I said I'm confused by what I see. That I need to see more before I make up my final mind on it. That's why. So Halo apparently was making a battle royale game, but then they apparently now have abandoned the battle royale, which is already hilarious enough as it is, and they're now taking it and turning it into an extraction shooter. Now, guys, I gotta be honest with you. If there's one thing that I'm sick of more than roguelites, because we all know we've seen a bunch of roguelites nonstop 24/7, it's got to be an extraction shooter, okay? And I got to be real with you, Halo becoming an extraction shooter is fucking pathetic. It really is. Halo was the brand that set the stage for a lot of first-person shooters and a lot of the gameplay, right? Like Halo set the stage. They used to be the trend center, and now they're the ones following trends. I think that's pretty pathetic, and I also think that this shows exactly where Halo Studios is at. Because this brand new named Halo Studios, remember it used to be called 343 Industries, now it's called Halo Studios. What have we seen from them so far? All we've seen from the new brand new Halo Studios is multiple remakes, so nothing new. And then the one thing that they are doing new is a video game that's chasing trends. It chased one trend and it died before it even got to chase it. Now it's chasing another trend in extraction shooters. I think that's fucking sad. I really do. I think that's really fucking sad. So anyway, after being canceled back in 2022, a new report claims that Halo's long-rumored Battle Royale mode was reworked into an extraction shooter. Following the launch of Halo Infinite in 2021, there were plenty of reports and rumors that a Battle Royale was in the works. This would have released as a standalone PvP title, similar to how Call of Duty handles Warzone. If the leaks were to be believed, it was originally supposed to drop in 22, but it never saw the light of day, and former developers have since revealed that it was canceled. However, according to a fresh report, the mode wasn't completely scrapped, but instead it was molded into something new, which was an extraction shooter. In a video from Rebs Gaming, a reliable Halo leaker, he explained that Halo Battle Royale, codenamed Project Tatanka, had its development paused in late 2022 and then evolved into Project Ecker, a PvE extraction shooter being made in Unreal Engine. Of course, it's being made in Unreal Engine. Why am I not surprised? The remakes are being made in Unreal Engine, so of course. The last known update about the game/mode was in summer 2023, but it's not clear at the time of writing how far along it is. I don't know where they're getting this idea. Guys, again, I know that the studios are farming live service video games. I know that. Like, this is what they care about. This is all they want to do. Live service, live service, live service. I get it. But I don't know where this obsession with extraction shooters came from. Escape from Tarkov existed for such a long time, and nobody gave a fuck. From the studio perspective, nobody gave a fuck until Arc Raiders came out. Then all of a sudden, Arc Raiders came out, and it hit some level of mainstream success, similar to, let's say, like Helldivers 2, for example. It hit mainstream success, unbelievable success, and now suddenly everybody and their mother wants to make an extraction shooter. And then you have all these video games that are suddenly changing into extraction shooters. We just covered the other day Fair Games, which was supposed to be a heist game, which, again, is already well beyond the trend of heist games. Heist games haven't been relevant in the longest time. You want to I mean, come on, man. You want to make why are we doing this? I don't understand. Yes, I know the division. I know the division was kind of like what popularized the idea, but at the end of the day, these studios weren't going crazy until Arc Raiders was massively successful. It's straight up. Like that's just what it is. Because with the division, you didn't see all these studios making extraction shooters left and right. You didn't see all these studios going crazy trying to make one. Now you see studios pivoting, trying to make one. Why? Because of Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders being as successful as it was. And not only that, having such a low budget. That's really why that game is so successful. Is because that game's budget was extremely low. You know, that game's budget was unbelievably low. So because of that, all the money they made was crazy. See, the problem is that when all these other AAA studios try to copy games like Arc Raiders, not only do they do worse, but their budgets are also like 3 times the amount. So it's not even close. Like you guys are throwing money away, but the reason why they're doing it is because when the idea gets pitched, right? When the idea gets pitched between, hey, we want to make a Halo single player game. Here's our ideas. Here's how we want to do it. Or, hey, we want to make a Halo extraction shooter. Here's our ideas. Here's how we're going to do it. What do you think the studio is going to fund in today's world? What do you think the studio is going to be more likely to say yes to? Guys, it's not even close. They're going to ignore the single player game and they're going to immediately say yes to the extraction shooter. They actually don't even need to hear about how the extraction shooter is going to be made. They'll just say yes. They'll be like, oh, live service extraction shooter? Fuck yeah, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it. Forget that single player shit. Nobody cares, right? This is how these studios think. So, but Halo's not that type of game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about it being that type of game. How do I know that to be true? Because look what happened with PlayStation. PlayStation wanted to turn The Last of Us into a live service game. They're currently trying to turn Spider-Man into a live service game. They wanted to turn God of War into a live service video game. They don't give a fuck. Bro, they're turning Horizon into a live service video game. Horizon Hunter Gatherers. They're turning that game into a fucking live service game. They don't care. They don't care whether an IP was meant to be live service or not meant to be. They don't give a fuck about that, bro. All they care about is, can we do it? And if we can, we should. That's it. And then they're willing to lose as much money as they want to lose in order to make it happen because they want to, for some reason, overflood the market with live service games. They think that everybody out there. See, again, I want to reiterate. The statistics are heavily skewed when it comes to live service video games. Okay? What do I mean by that? Well, with live service video games, everybody talks about the numbers. They talk about how many players are playing those live service games. But what they don't admit is that a lot of those live service video games are free to play. So when they start adding up all the numbers from all these other live service video games, the majority of them are free to play. So naturally, they're going to have a much higher player count. Anytime you have a live service free to play game, it doesn't matter whether the game is good or not. It's going to have at least some level of players to it, much more than a bad paid for video game. That's why when you slap on a price point to these live service video games that are really bad, that should be free to play, they don't ever do well because that point of entry is a lot easier when the game's free. Hence why High Guard did the numbers that it did, but it died anyway, right? So the point is the numbers are very skewed and they know this, right? Like analysts know this, studios know this, but they utilize the skewed numbers in order to get their way. You know, they utilize the numbers in order to get the funding that they want to make the game that they may or may not even want to make, to be honest with you. A lot of these developers, they don't want to be making live service video games, but they have to because the studios, they say to. So you got to kind of do what your boss says. But in any case, so the idea of a Halo extraction shooter obviously blows my mind, probably blows your mind, but they don't give a fuck. They don't care. According to what a Rev sources, Certain Affinity, the team co-developing the Battle Royale, has turned its attention to the next full Halo game. So it's possible that it's been absorbed and will instead be a multiplayer mode in this new title. There are very few details about this extraction shooter, how it looks and how it plays, but Reeves did reveal some details about the Battle Royale mode that could carry over. It was apparently said to be based around a training simulation on a UNSC ship to prepare Spartans for Zeta Halo. Oh my God, man. Can you imagine Halo in anything other than what Halo is known for? Like whatever happened to just whatever happened to just straight up fucking deathmatch? I miss the days of deathmatch, bro. Like just give me a nice deathmatch mode and I'm good. Why do we need to have all this fucking grinding, the battle passes, season passes? Obviously, that's a rhetorical question. I know why we have to have it. It's because they're hoping that Wales will continue to pay for it. That's really what it is. They're hoping that Wales will continue to pay for this shit because that way they could just farm money from these players that are paying for all this shit. That's really what it is. It's so annoying. It's fucking annoying, man. Like this is why when people are like, hey, why do you still play Counter-Strike? It's because Counter-Strike, it is literally simple, right? Does Counter-Strike have loot boxes and stuff? Absolutely. But guess what? I don't got to participate in any of that shit. I don't got to participate in none of it. In order to get the classic Counter-Strike experience that I know, that I've known for many years, I don't have to participate in any of that shit. But all these other live service video games that are forcing you to do all this grinding and do all this fucking battle pass shit, unlock this, get this, lose this. It's like, bro, just give me classic team deathmatch. I'm good with that. But in any case, I guess this is what new players want. I really don't know. And you know what's sad? I feel like if a Halo extraction shooter came out, I don't know if it would necessarily fail right away. I think it might do like not great, but I don't think it's going to be like a straight up flop. I think people are going to be so desperate to play a new Halo game that they'll give it a shot, only for it to eventually die like everything else, pretty much. So, I don't know, man. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah, I can't imagine being very excited for this. So, I would guess that there's most likely going to be an announcement that this is probably going to be canceled too. I don't know if that's really going to work. So, you almost say Clowner-Strike? Yeah, because I was thinking about how this is such a fucking clown world that we're living in. So I said Clowner-Strike at the same time. That's how it goes.